All right, what's up, guys? So we're back here. Now, this is a video I need to make. I'm going to just be rambling a little bit, but it's a kind of important point I want to get across. And it's not just for you guys, because I'm also quite guilty of this. You know, I've kind of changed my thought over the years, but young Juno was definitely a sassy little kid. But this was sparked from Guilty Gear Strive is coming out, you know, next month, 2 months or something. And the excitement is through the roof. I think the anticipation for this game is huge. And there's tons of people that have never really gotten into the Guilty Gear series before that are looking to pick up the game for the first time. And that's a great thing, right? That's a great thing. We should be very, very happy about that. But there are some salty old people and just random people like this. This is just one dude, just some random on Twitter. But this is a sentiment. You know, I've seen countless people saying, like, wow, these new people are all going to quit in 2 months. That's how it is. As in, like, screw these guys, right? They're going to quit. They're going to quit my game in 2 months. They're not going to stick around. So the point I want to make is who cares, right? Who cares if people play for 1 week or play for 10 years? When you pick up a fighting game, you're not marrying this fighting game. You're not, you know, I purchased a video game for $50 bucks, $60. I've now entered a lifelong commitment with this fighting game. I am not allowed to play anything else. I'm not allowed to do anything else. I must play this game until the day I die. So this like, what's the point? Who cares if they quit in 2 months? 2 months is a long time. That's the kind of, like, justification between, like, I'm a real Guilty Gear fan. I play this game all the time. And, like, you're just a filthy casual. You play for 2 weeks. So, again, I don't want to just get angry at people because, like I said, I used to be thinking I had the same train of thought a while ago. I used to be against, again, I'm no names. I don't mention any names, but there's a certain YouTuber fighting game player that he plays a whole variety of games. Plays a lot of different games and a lot of stuff. You know, back in the day, I used to have the same mindset as kind of this guy, right? I was like, oh man, this guy, again, no names. I was like, man, this guy, you know, he's not a real fan. This is not a real fan. He doesn't actually like these games because he doesn't enter tournaments. You know, he doesn't travel to tournaments. He didn't move to Japan to beat people up in the arcade. He's not as much of a fan as me, but it's like that's just a stupid. It doesn't do anything, right? It just makes you miserable. It doesn't help anyone else out. It's just like gatekeeping people from a hobby or a game that you should be trying to, you know, welcome everybody to right there. And it's not just that. Like, I do it too. I showed this in a different video, but these are not even all of the characters I've played, but these are all games. Like, look at this, the BB Tag. I played the BB Tag for, I don't know, a couple months, then I stopped. You know, the months I played it, I had a lot of fun. We streamed it, we had jokes, made memes, had good times. At Uni, I played Uni, I quit it in a couple months too. Doesn't mean I didn't have a good time playing it. Soul Calibur, the newest Soul Calibur I bought, I made Gaiman and I made Obama. I was playing Nightmare for a bit there. There's games I played for a long time, of course, Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, those are long-standing games for me. Persona, like Dengeki, come on, I was top Dengeki, but, you know, I only played that for a little bit. Street Fighter 5, again, I only played for a little bit. I like fighting games, man. I like fighting games. I'm down to buy a game. I'm down to try it for a little bit. You know, even if I'm only going to play it, even when I buy the game, if I only intend to play it for maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month, that's not going to stop me. I don't feel like you shouldn't either. You don't need to commit to a game. If you're interested in just play it, just buy it. And if you're one of these guys that are trying to, you know, stop them, then, I don't know, you got to readjust your thoughts, man. You're not helping anybody out. I also want to say, if you're a player who wants to try something out, but you feel like you're not going to invest the time or it's not worth playing, or that everyone's going to quit in 2 months, you shouldn't be that guy either. So this came up last weekend. We were at the studio, me, Obama, and young Bobby, and so we were talking about Grand Blue Versus. So Grand Blue, you know, it had a rough, or it's still going, but it has a rough kind of life. It started in Corona time, net play only, no offline scene. So the numbers and the hype has definitely gone down, which is natural, but also fueled by Corona and the net play being pretty bad. But I played the shit out of that game, you know, 2,000-3,000 matches of Grand Blue. I don't play it as much as I did before, but I still played it for a very long time. I still screw around with it every now and then, and I've had a great time with it in that month, and so has Bobby. So Bobby as well has also played Grand Blue. Me and him have run offline sets. We had a lot of fun, you know, a lot of laughs, a lot of yelling. We had a great time playing it, but Obama never got into the game. Even before it was out, he said the same thing about Strive, is like, He's like, this game is not going to last. Like, I don't feel like this game is not going to last. It's not worth playing. I want to play a game that's going to last for a long time like Tekken. So he kind of stayed on the sideline. He didn't play. And I feel like that's a waste. And it's what I want to say to you guys, too, is like, if you're interested in the game, you know, if it looks good, if you have the money, just play. Just enjoy it. There's no point. So look, I made this comic 8 years ago. I think I made this. But this is a comic. It's a real life story. That's me. That's my picture there. So let me just read it to you. This is 8 years ago, and the message still applies today. So look, that's me. Hey, bro, you want to play some Unib? Why should I? The game is just going to die in 2 weeks. Unib. You see, we're talking about Unib. Not Uniel, not Unis. Unib. Unib. The original one. Bro, don't say that. Even if the game does die in 2 weeks, there's still plenty of time to have fun playing with all your friends. Friends, funds, only fun. Only a casual cares about those things. I only play the best fighting games made by the best fighting game company. Bro, don't think that way. There's so much more to fighting games than longevity and numbers, right? You're missing out on some great experiences with that mindset. But I won't pressure you, bro. If you ever want to play, just let me know. Whatever. Hey, anyone want to play Unib? Sure. Now, that's a real story. That actually happened to me many times. And there's a little bomb on the right. Idiots. Snip. Right? So, you know, I only played Uni for that Unib. I only played for a month maybe, but look at there's videos on this channel of me doing the Wall Scene Infinite. There's times I went back and did the Wall Scene Infinite. I had a great time, right? I never intended to play that game for a long time. I never intended to play for a long time. I didn't expect it to do well, because if Unib is actually quite popular now. Like back then, I was like, oh, the game's going to be dead very soon, but you know, let's just have fun with it. But there you go. So, you know, 1 year later, since Grand Blue, Obama missed out on it all. Me and Bobby had a great time. Obama spent his whole time playing Tekken. Me and Bobby still beat that ass in Tekken. You know? What happened? What happened there? You could have enjoyed Grand Blue and still played Tekken, and still power levels would have been the same the whole time. But that's all I want to say here to the people that are trying to, you know, say games are just going to die, or they're only going to quit in 2 months. Like, they're not a real fan, get out of there. Or if you're a player that thinks a game is not going to last, or the popularity is going to go down, or it's going to be a dead game, it's like, if you want to play, just play it, man. You'll have your fun. Better than kind of just not doing anything and just waiting off to the side. But yep, there you go. That's my message I want to say. So let me know what you think in the comment, if you agree or disagree with anything. Like always, if you're still watching, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.